Gilbert is your stereotypical Southern gentleman with a twist and a bit of a mean streak.
Who are you? Answers in the form of English, please.
I am Gilbert Fontaine de la Tour d'Autrive, the man of the house.
Dale Gribble.
Hey folks, welcome to Squirrel Tactics. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, don't forget to check out our Patreon and our sister channel. Anywho, let's do this. Gilbert Fontaine de la Tour d'Autrive, voiced by David Herman, who voiced many King of the Hill characters including Jimmy Witchard, only appeared in 2 episodes, but he's rather well remembered. We first see him in a beer can named Desire when Hank and the gang visit Bill's family estate in Louisiana's Cajun country.
Oh, you kind of snuck up on me there.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I've always been a creeper. Violetta says I creep like the kudzu vines that are slowly but surely strangling our Dixie.
Oh,
Because Hank gets a shot at throwing a football through a 1-foot hole in a giant beer can at a New Orleans Saints game.
What fascinating thing are y'all doing?
I'm gonna be thrown at a target about yay big at the Cowboys-Saints game. If I make it, I win $1 million.
Golden Richards was a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown pass in Super Bowl 12.
He was a beautiful man. I knew him briefly.
While there, Gilbert helps introduce Bobby to the world of Southern gentlemanry.
Robert, a young gentleman like you should dress for dinner.
Let's just poke around my old chifforobe and find you something suitable. My Lord, this muggy November weather gives me the horribles. Robert, this here is velvet, not velveteen. A gentleman must learn the difference.
My lord.
And is responsible for probably Bobby's best entrance.
I present you young Master Robert.
Lovely.
Oh my God.
He sits next to Hank during dinner, and it's an interesting contrast of personalities.
Bobby, why don't you let me sit next to Gilbert so we can, talk sports? So, Gilbert, how do the Saints look this year, huh?
I'm more familiar with sinners than saints, my dear. And sinners always look good.
And shows off his accordion skills during some good old-fashioned Cajun entertainment. Gilbert gives Hank a piece of advice before the group heads out, possibly tipping the scales in Hank's decision.
Well, I need a window seat because this flower is wilting.
Oh, Lord. All right, everyone in the car. Now, go.
Have a pleasant journey, and don't be afraid to ask directions from someone who has already been where you think you need to go.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let Dandy Don Meredith take the throw.
And in case any of you were wondering why Bobby doesn't dress or act like that afterwards, well...
Do you believe I'll give room service a jangle and have them send up some etouffee? No!
Gilbert finally solves Bill's whole dilemma of which woman that was trying to sleep with him is actually his cousin. Yeah, that's Louisiana, folks. They're not just great food and terrible roads.
Gilbert?
Your cousin is Violetta.
Now, how long you been sitting there?
35 years.
And it's kind of odd to me that Bill didn't just go ask him which one was his cousin, but then again, hey, it's Louisiana. His second appearance was in Blood and Sauce, where Bill gets depressed about not having children or anyone to pass anything down to. So Bill tracks down and invites 85 relatives, not all blood, to a family reunion. only to find out that his family is just a bit smaller. Gilbert then fills Bill in on the state of the Daughtry family. But unlike Bill, he has a plan to keep the family name alive. And he reveals the fate of the Daughtry family estate. So Gilbert stays for a little bit, and reveals the origin of the family's barbecue recipe. Before finally taking his leave. And because Bill invited 85 people and only one showed up, he made way too much barbecue, so he gave a bunch away, leading to people figuring out that his old family recipe is amazing. And Buck Strickland sees an opportunity to make money by selling the sauce. Okay, so here's my deal here. Texas barbecue is typically about the rub rather than the sauce. Plus, just selling the marinade doesn't include the preparation and cooking process of the meat, so you may get a close-ish flavor, but not so much the whole meat falling off the bone thing. Anywho, Bill whips up another batch to allow potential investors to taste test it just in time for Gilbert to show back up. And yeah, he ain't happy. And after Bill explains exactly what's going on, comparing it to Gilbert's literary magazine, yeah, he really ain't happy. So Bill sends everyone away, and at this point we get to see that mean streak I mentioned earlier. And yeah, this is the scene that Hank walks in on. So Hank handles things as Hank handles things. And Gilbert handles things as Gilbert handles things. Okay, there is a scene that comes after all this in a bus station that involves Bill, Buck, and Gilbert, as well as a local homeless person. And in the original version of this video, we covered it. However, for some reason, that got a copyright claim. And because of that copyright claim, the video was blocked, so we're just not going to cover that part. Long story short, Buck tries to convince Gilbert, it doesn't work. Buck gets very uncomfortable. Bill steps in and tries, Gilbert still says no, and that's where we end things. So Gilbert is more or less a ripoff of Tennessee Williams, but is a great caricature of a southern gentleman who loves his pride, and if legal, manservants. Plus, he apparently doesn't like double stuffed sandwich cookies.
Double stuffed chocolate sandwich cookies? Dinner, like youth, will be served.